That's fine. Thank you. We're going to begin now a brand new Sicha in Chelek Tesvav. This is volume 15. It's the fifth Sicha, of course, part of the project of Likketei Sichos. Now, in order to appreciate this Sicha, just let's go through a few psukim at the end of this week's parsha Toldos, and then we'll really appreciate the Rebbe's chiddush over here. So, at the end of this week's parsha, it says, Pasuk, this is Perek Chavches, Pasuk Hey. The Pasuk says, Vayishtach Yitzchak es Yaakov, and Yitzchak sent Yaakov, where? Vayilach Padana Aram. He went to a place called Padana Aram. Where? El Lavan ben Psul Arami. He went to Lavan, the son of Psul Arami, Achi Rivka, so he went to his uncle, Ein Yaakov Esav, which is the mother of Yaakov and Esav. Now, Pasuk Vav says, Vayar Esav kiverach Yitzchak es Yaakov. Esav saw that Yaakov blessed, Yitzchak blessed Yaakov. V'shilas Esav Padan Aram, and he sent him to Padan Aram. Lokachas le misham isha, to take a wife. V'vorcha Esav, blessing him, Itzav, all of labor. I commanded him, L'sikach isha mivneis Canaan. So you should not take a girl, don't take away from Canaan. Then the Pasuk says, Vayishma Yaakov alav vel imay. He listened, Vayilach Padan Aram, he went to Padan Aram, and then Pasuk says, Vayar Esav kirois b'neis Canaan b'nei Yitzchak Aviv. Esav saw that the daughters of Canaan are evil in the eyes of his father, and the Pasuk says, Vayilach Esav l'Yishmael, and where did he go? And he married Machlas bas Yishmael. So with these psukim, with this akdama, we could appreciate now the let's start the Sicha. Okay. Aleph. In Pasuk Vayishma Yaakov Vayilach Padan Aram, as we just quoted, this is Chavches Pasuk Zayin. This that Yaakov heard his father and his father and his mother, and he went to Padan Aram. As Rashi mefarish of Tiverta Vayishma Yaakov. So Rashi quotes the words Vayishma Yaakov, and Yaakov heard, and he says Mechubor le'inyan shamayla. This Vayishma Yaakov el Aviv el Imay is connected to what we said L'mayla. What do we say? Vayar Esav kiverach Yitzchak es Aviv, and Esav saw that Yitzchak blessed Yaakov, and v'chishilach Esav Padan Aram, and he also sent it to Padan Aram, and v'chishama Yaakov el Aviv v'halach Padan Aram. Not only did he send them, but he listened, and he went to Padan Aram, and v'chirois b'nei Canaan, and the daughters of Canaan were evil in the eyes of Yitzchak, and therefore, v'halach gamhu el Yishmael, he also went to Yishmael. That's the simple pshat of the pasuk. So that's the this. Landing in Pashtus, Bavar da Rashi. What does Rashi want about Bavar? We can't sagen as mit Vayishma Yaakov Goimer made the Torah to der Tzeilen di Mu'urois. You can't say that the pasuk in Zion says that Yaakov listened. The Torah just wants to tell us the stories, the happenings. As Yaakov Avinu hat gefolgt sein Vater und gegangen in Padan Aram. Yaakov listened to his father, and he went to Padan Aram. Why? Weil das ist in der Zelt geworden früher in der Parsha. If you look before the Parsha, in Pasuk Hey, Pasuk says, Vayishtach Yaakov Vayishtach Yitzchak es Yaakov Vayilach Padan Aram. He went to Padan Aram. So what does it mean? Vayishma Yaakov el Aviv el Imay Vayilach Padan Aram. Why would it say it again? So we already said this in Pasuk Hey. Vayishtach Yitzchak es Yaakov Vayilach. He went. When the psukim stehen far enough, Vayishma Yaakov reden Gor v'gen Esav, and the psukim that speak about in Pasuk Zion before Vayishma Yaakov and after is all about Esav. Now, so the question is, how does this Pasuk Zion Vayishma Yaakov el Aviv el Imay come in? We're speaking about you're speaking about Esav, the psukim before. We're speaking about Esav afterwards. Suddenly, Vayishma Yaakov el Aviv el Imay, and you can't say that it's telling us that he actually went, because in Pasuk it says clearly Vayilach Padan Aram. Therefore, the Hebrew is Rashi Masber. Therefore, Rashi says as Vayishma Yaakov kumpehemshech to Vayar Esav, a state in free to get Pasuk, and that's why Rashi says Vayishma Yaakov. It's going behemshech to the pasuk beforehand, which speaks about Vayar Esav, that Esav saw that Esav saw that Yaakov, Yitzchak was blessed. Yitzchak blessed Yaakov and sent him to Padan Aram, and Vayishma Yaakov, and he heard also that Yaakov listened to his father and his mother, so he also followed suit. The Rebbe is Rashi Masbras, Vayishma Yaakov kom behemshach zu Vayar Esav, was steht in Friedrich Pasuk, the Pasuk restent, Ois nach Aprad was Esav hat gesehen. So the Pasuk now adds another detail what Esav saw. So the Rebbe asks a few questions, but we have to understand. Aleph, a dead uftu, this chiddush, this accomplishment, as Vayishma Yaakov is mechuber to Vayar Esav. So this is what Rashi is telling us. That the Pasuk Zion Vayishma Yaakov is not telling us it's connected to the whole story of Esav that Esav saw. What given moving Eichven Rashi will gesagt Bekitzer Vayishma Yaakov. Rashi could have said very simple Vayishma Yaakov, and Rashi could have said Mechuber le'in Shamayla Vayar Esav. Rashi could have said Mechuber le'in Shamayla Vayar Esav. Why does Rashi have to say this whole arichas? So was is Rashi mefared the alle Pratim was Esav hat gesehen in welcher stehen beferish Basel. Why does Rashi have to say it again? Rashi says, why does it have to say everything that the Pasuk already says? So the fact is that Vayishma Yaakov is going behemshich to the story of Esav. That Esav heard all of this, and he heard that, and he saw that Yaakov listened to his father, and he saw that the Bnei Canaan are Rob B'nei Yitzchak, so he went to marry Yishmael, the daughter of Yishmael, Machlas Bas Yishmael. So the question is, why does Rashi have to tell us this Barichas, what the Pasuk says? Number 2, in Pasuk wird erzählt noch Hazach, was Esav hat gesehen. The Pasuk says another thing that Esav saw. Yitzhak Olav Leimer, Leisikach Isha B'nei Canaan. Or was this Rashi mashbet dem prat? Rashi quotes the whole pasuk. He says, first he saw that Yitzchak blessed him, and then he went to Padan Aram, and and number so in the pasuk it says that Yitzchak commanded him lo yisikat isha b'nei Canaan. So why doesn't Rashi say this? Gimel. So he brought him in the Inyan Shal Maila. So Vayishma Yaakov is mechuber. So this that Rashi is saying Vayishma Yaakov is mechuber to Esav. Al Techaran Ord Ois Tzerechnin nor the Velsa Stein Far Vayishma Yaakov. So aber nit dem Prat von Vayishma Yaakov Gufa. So this is saying that the whole Vayishma Yaakov is behemshich, or is a continuation to what we said before about Esav, so that I understand. But the fact that of Vayishma Yaakov itself, that we don't really need to know. When we call Shkinitem Prat von Kirois B'nei Canaan, or steht noch Vayishma Yaakov. And for sure, the detail of that there are Rois B'nei Canaan, for sure we don't have to know. So what is so why does Rashi have to? What's the question? Rashi, the question is on Teda. The problem in the initial mileage of Vayishma Yaakov is mechuber. So this, as the details that Vayishma Yaakov is connected to a Mamilo, hadachin on earth ois tzerechnin nor the velcha stein far Vayishma Yaakov. So it only makes sense for Rashi to include all the stuff before Vayishma Yaakov. Our nitim prat from Vayishma Yaakov Gufa, but Rashi does not have to say anything about that how Yaakov listened. So it's not. Yeah, the whole. So why does Rashi have to say the whole prat of that he listened and Kirois? Rashi doesn't have to say because all what I need to know is that Vayishma Yaakov is not a new thing. It's going on before Esav. This Esav heard, or Esav saw everything that Yaakov heard. But the actual that he went, that I know already. And for sure, after the pasuk, that he doesn't have to say anything. Meaning after that, I already explained what Vayishma Yaakov is going on. I don't have to explain Sukkim afterwards. Thank you very much. And the Dal in Nofmer Pella is, another wonder is, what is Rashi concluding? That Esau also went to Yishmael. Right, the last few words. This is not going on the details of what Esau saw. Nor does is that the tzabut pale from Vayar Esau. This is an actual outcome Esau saw. And where did he go? He went to Machlas Bas Yishmael. So when Erot Gizen as Rois Bnei Canaan is back to Yishmael. So why does Rashi have to say Yishmael, which is nothing to do with the Vayar? So it's not details in Vayar Esau. It's just he saw, so he went to Bnei Canaan. Now, we can't sagen as mit dem Sir v'halav gamul Yishmael means Rashi zum Asber sein. You can't say that what Rashi wants to explain as the alle Pratam was Vayar Esau haben der Fil zu Vayelach Esau Yishmael und der Lieber rechnet ist Rashi alle Pratam welche stehen in Posek Oich v'chi shama chudei v'halav v'chirois v'halach. So you can't say that this that Rashi concludes v'halav gamul Yishmael means that all the details of Vayar Esau, this that he saw, this led him to Vayelach Esau El Yishmael, and that's what Rashi leads, says all the details. Why not? Der Inyan, as Vayar Esau is a hakdama and asiba from Vayelach Esau is verstanden von sich allein. We understand automatically when the Torah is giving all these details of a preface of hakdama. I understand, and therefore he went to Esau. On Rashi. Yishmael, yeah. On Rashi's Pirish, as my Yishmael gives him a chubal in Yishmael. Even if Rashi would not say a word, I understand that Torah is giving me that Dhamma to tell me why Vayelach Esau Yishmael and took Machlas Bas Yishmael. Both wir verstehen as is mechuber in Yishmael. Both wir verstanden as alle Proten welche stehen in Pasuk. Oyser Yishmael Yaakov Choli. Tanag Dhamma says for Vayelach Esau. So even I understand you without the Yishmael Yaakov, but everything else I understand. The hakdama of why Esau went to Yishmael. Now, von dem was Rashi stellt das herein is ein Pirush mechuber Yishmael. So this the Rashi puts this when Rashi explains what is Yishmael mechuber Yishmael, and he adds the words v'halach damu el Yishmael. Is verstanden as das kommt in Verbindung mit dem Pirush. It has a connection to the explanation. The Afghan of Rashi's uftu as Yishmael is mechuber Yishmael. Now that Rashi explained that Vayishmael Yaakov is connected to what we explained, the Maila on the Allah Pratim Rashi and also all the details that Rashi considers. For starting their pasuk Vayelach Esau Yishmael, now we can understand the pasuk that Esau went to Yishmael and delivers Rashi Messiah V'alachu Dam Yishmael, and therefore Rashi concludes that he went to Yishmael. Base, but we must understand this by prefacing as follows: the Baal does not them be the pasuk zog shein einmal Vayar Esau. Kiberach Yitzchak v'shilach Esau v'itzav all over the gamer. Now that the Torah already says in the beginning, the first pasuk we read, it says the pasuk of Vayar Esau Kiberach Yitzchak is Yaakov v'shilach Esau patan Aram. So it already says that Esau saw. Chazati but the pasuk Nachama Vayar Esau Kirois B'reis Canaan v'Eini Yitzchak Avi v'Yelach. So it says already in pasuk Vayar Esau Kiberach Yitzchak v'shilach Esau patan Aram v'chadis l'misham Yishuv v'rafli Yitzchak v'lemar l'sigat Yishuv B'reis Canaan. And then the pasuk says Vayishmael Yaakov Elovi v'limaveh patan Aram. And then pasuk again right there it says Vayar Esau Kirois B'reis Canaan v'Eini Yitzchak Avi. Why does the Torah have to say again Vayar? Why a double expression Vayar? It's verstanden von them as the Zachem was Esau but Gezen Bashstein von Tzvi Sugam. So this that it says Vayar twice means that he saw. Vayar means two things, two types of seeing. Was bei jedem Zug ist given an andere Öfen von Vayar and the River stehen Vayar Esau zweimal. So Vayar, it says the double expression Vayar twice because it means two separate things, two different things. Now, on the chiluk zwischen the zwei Vayar is, what's the difference between the first Vayar in pasuk Vav and pasuk Ches? He says, Sadeh Pirshah Shadil and other Pashas Vayera Mal Vayar Shnei Pam. Rashi asks over there. It says by the Malachim that Avram Vayera Shema Vayar. It says Vayar twice. Rashi says. Now Rashi says over there Arisha Kamashmo he saw Asher Loshan Avol and the Stakel of the Haven. Right? It says by Avram Avinu by the Malachim he saw the Malachim, and then it says Vayar again. So Rashi says over there, the first time he saw, and the second he understood that they don't want to come to him. Now, so therefore, apply the same. The Rebbe always says this many times, that when Rashi says a klal, he assumes that you remember what he said the first time. So Rashi established from Bashas Vayir, the double expression in Vayar twice, that the first one is Lashon of sing. And then Lashon of Avona, Ershta Vayar Esav meint as Erot Gezen, Ki Mashma Zaken Vazainin, vorgekommen bei anderen. So the first shot is Vayar Esav, he saw what happened to others. Zwischen Yisrael and Yaakov, he saw what happened between Yisrael and Yaakov. Beirach v'gemer Yaakov, v'shidach v'yisrael, v'gemer v'ayitzav olav. He saw, and Yaakov blessed him, and Yaakov sent him away, and Yaakov commanded him. However, in Pasuk Ches, Vayar is in the way of understanding. And it's just Iber Zeig, the stock of the haven, he understood. As Rois b'neis Canaan be'enei Yitzchak Aviv, he understood that the daughters of Canaan are bad in the eyes of his father. Was there Vayar is an Indian, was his im legeo, im mechayiv, so behemshach aksum as the Vayar hat im bavir zu gain zu Ishmael. So what the Rebbe is establishing is that the first Vayar Esav means that he saw that Yitzchak blessed Yaakov, and he saw that he said to himself, Adan Aram, to take a wife there, and he saw that he commanded him not to take a wife from Canaan. And then the second Vayar is he understood Lashon Havana, Kirois B'neis Canaan, Be'enei Yitzchak Aviv, and therefore that led him to Esav Yishmael, to Machlas Bas Yishmael. So the Rebbe says, we have to understand. Tafels von dem ganzen Sipper von Vayar Esav is doch zu erklären die Sibba, was hat führt, so Vayelach Esav Yishmael Vayikach. So the whole point of the story is to tell us why Esav went to Yishmael. Und auf dem, wo gewinnt genau der Prat von zweiten Vayar Esav Kirois B'neis Canaan Be'enei Yitzchak Aviv. All that they had to say is Vayar Esav Kirois B'neis Canaan Be'enei Yitzchak Aviv, and therefore was the Dibber Vayelach Esav V'gemer. That's why Esav went to Yishmael. So was erzählt die Torah die ganze Arichas, was Esav hat gesehen beim ersten Vayar. So why does the Torah have to say, fine, granted is Vayar is Lashon of he saw, and Vayar is Lashon of Havana, but all I have to know is why Esav went to Yishmael. So all the Torah had to say is Vayar the second time. The Chol HaYeser volt maspik events is the Tzelen and Prat from Vayitzav Olav Lemer, the Sigach Ish of Neis Canaan, was for them hot der Vayar. All the Torah had to say that he didn't want, don't take, he saw, or he understood, he commanded him not to take Neis Canaan. So what's his Vayar? Well, Dafke dem Prat is Rashi Mashma Dafke, and as we said, verstanden as Rois B'neis Canaan, the Rebbe Vayelach Esav. And therefore, this Prat Rashi omitted. Okay, we'll stop here. Pretty good.